Transistor 3 hours, Tropico 3 no hours.
Hopefully
Don't
we're...
get allowed to stop
Stab
that
out my
shit.
own eardrums with my teeth.
I'm just going over how your 10 hours is paltry to me. It means nothing.
Stream's back.
You mean nothing.
You
Nothing.
haven't spent time on a game until you've spent at least 10 hours.
Alright.
Nothing.
Really?
Thanks,
No,
Mr.
I'm not so
Scotsman.
sure about that.
Bad razor pillow, no.
No, razor pillow. You can't. It hurts.
Yes,
Ow.
razor
I am
pillow,
in pain.
yes.
The pain, it hurts. Ow. Oh, ow.
You
Ow,
cannot
ow,
hurt
ow,
razor
ow, my
pillow.
neck. It hurts.
And yes, I am aware of the irony, considering that my Owen voice probably gives both of our British players a migraine.
No, I don't even recognize it as British, to be honest, because it sounds quite similar to your normal voice.
It does. No,
Well-
they're both migraines is me trying to do my British accent, which that's just terrible. Just terrible.
No, yours actually kind of sounds sort of northern-ish.
Well, maybe, but it's kind of like, it's obvious that I am not from there.
Oh,
It's
obviously.
very obvious that I am not from Britain at all. In any
Well,
way.
everything
Dialogue's
sounds-
really stilted, and it's not really. It sounds too much like you're trying to focus on your own words rather than actually speaking with another person and communicating an idea.
Everything sounds northern-ish to me. I live
I
in,
kind
like, the southern part of England.
I
As
kind
far
of
down
fall
as you
between
can.
accents a lot of the time just because my prosody is really fucked up.
I seem good at doing this southern one for some reason.
That's 'cause
Starting
you've got
a
powder
poll
keg.
in the live stream
It's
chat.
because I've done it so much. There's a lot of it. And of course I listen to a lot of people
Wait,
who talk
In
kind
your,
of like
on
this.
your saved game, do you have the ability to brand orcs yet?
No, I do not. But that's like...
Oh.
I mean, I'm 10 hours in. I still haven't unlocked that tier yet.
That's
It's just
shitty. Like,
10
10 hours
really-
you haven't got something like that.
Well, I
That
think
is-
it's also a story mode thing, and I've been side questing like a psycho. So
Yeah, it is
Oh,
a
yeah,
story
it's-
mode. You have to get
it's a
far enough in
story
the
mode.
story to unlock it.
that's lame.
I've like just gotten around to starting to off the war chiefs.
Up here.
That's alright, I've seen someone complete it now, so I'm not fussed.
I guess I can just explain if there are questions.
Fairly decent ending.
Long time ago.
All right,
Oh.
loading game.
I also does it German. So like the very stereotypical crazy scientist German. That is not very German at all. What it does get recognized as that.
As someone who has a
the thing that's
as someone who has a German grandmother, there are a lot of like bits from that actually do sound German and work.
But not all of it. It is very wrong.
the
in
really
many
hard
cases.
thing about accents is I already accent the wrong syllable of everything.
Yeah, see, and there is variation too, because I had a German exchange student when I was in high school, and he spoke nothing like this. Like, there were no elements of the German accent that Americans would think of when they see TV, no elements of that. He was from a different region than the one we commonly think of.
This game
it
looks
still
a lot
sounded
more
funny.
Remember,
badass.
there was a German exchange.
And people
There
often
was-
asked him to say Wiener Schnitzel.
Of course they did.
Of course they
I
did.
re-
Everybody
I
saw
remember there was a German exchange student in my freshman year. God, she was gorgeous, and she played clarinet really well.
There was
Can you tell us
She
more?
was cool.
the German exchange student we got at school was a misogynistic asshole.
Well, that's
Fuck him then.
the German exchange student we had at my school, like seriously, someone actually walked up and, like, to the best he could tell, they weren't joking. They asked, "How are things in Germany? Is Hitler still in charge?"
Okay then.
Ah, what the hell is that noise?
And he's like, no.
oh, well,
No.
Oh well.
He was surprised that someone would ask that. as I would think one should be.
Let's see.
Hmm.
Are people really that stupid?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I know I was that dumb when I'm young, but I'm like at the very bottom of the bell curve here.
No, you're not.
People are
Trust me,
genuinely
you
that
are
stupid.
nowhere near the bottom. I've met the bottom, and they scare me.
Eesh. That's horrifying.
Yep.
Brett
People who
Steelstream
are-
says it's like Assassin's Creed meets Lord of the Rings, and to that I add a bit of Arkham Asylum too. Batman Arkham, the Arkham games
Sweet.
as well.
It's got the Arkham kind of
Like-
combat
And
style.
I'll demonstrate that more when I get into a brawl.
I like half of those things.
You don't like Assassin's Creed?
I'm not particularly fond of it.
I'm not
It's got a
fond of
bit
these.
Same,
I've
mate.
actually never. What were the games? Assassin's Creed, Arkham Asylum, and
Well,
Lord of the
Lord of the
Rings.
Rings. It wasn't a game exactly. Just.
well, yeah, duh. But I've never. I really like. Well, I'm a fan of Lord of the Rings by proxy, but I've never actually played through Assassin's Creed or Arkham Asylum.
well,
My
I
big
mean,
brother
if-
and I
if
were
you're-
always.
If at any point you liked Assassin's Creed but don't like, where it went, this is a great Assassin's Creed that's not Assassin's Creed.
It sort of started to recover with Black Flag, and then it dropped again with Unity.
Yeah, I've heard Unity ended up really bad.
Unity is a big piece of broken mess, is what Unity
It
is.
is.
I've heard Unity isn't even it doesn't feel like a finished game at all.
Oh, it doesn't. There are times when you can
That's what I've
legitimately
heard from
see
my.
through characters. Like, directly see through them because there's
Jesus.
holes in their character models.
And I've heard
Half the stuff doesn't render properly. The popping is atrocious. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
I've also
it
heard
Thank God
about,
your game is
terrible.
better made than that.
glitches where all the models look the same in the game pretty much, and sometimes models will switch genders without warning.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Because what the game does is it doesn't render the models until you get a certain distance away from them. So if you look at them from far away, they'll just look like X character, and then you move in, they suddenly grow a beard. It's great.
Oh boy.
Fuck.
Yep.
Maybe some technical shortcut to accommodate the co-op or something.
Things did poorly.
Things did really poorly.
Oh, there's a great video of the fact.
How does a big studio let that happen?
because
Easily. Their deadline
Money,
force
boy,
it.
money.
cash grabs and the QA team gets paid like shit and treated
Oh.
like shit. They don't care.
Assassin's Creed
Trenches.
is
Okay,
a,
that makes sense.
Assassin's Creed is now a yearly game franchise. It comes out every year. They don't give these guys a lot of time to. I think they
Assassin's-
It
do.
seems like a really bad idea.
It
It's
is.
basically become Ubisoft's version of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
They throw
yearly
one out
games
every
are
year.
bad. They're a really bad thing. They make the game format stale. They make people less interested in the franchise as a whole, and they make the games come less polished because they don't have as much time to work on them because they're expected for yearly release. And I mean, there's some things that can slightly alleviate it by having multiple studios, so you get 2 years between releases instead of one. But it's still. It's bad. It's a horrible model, and
Just
it
not
just kind of
good
milks
juju.
a game franchise for all it's worth until nobody cares about it anymore.
I'm
I mean,
really
just look.
glad
look
we
at
can
what
talk about
Call
the
of
important
Duty
issues while I'm stabbing people brutally.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Call of Duty has become a joke
They're not
among
people,
people who
they're
actually
Orcs.
game. People who actually play video games think of Call of Duty as pretty much a joke now. It's
Even-
mostly
I
just
actually have-
meatheads and little kids who want to play Call of Duty now.
I actually have
Which
the
is
page
hilarious
booked
because
up.
one of the guys at my work is like, "Oh my god, the new Call of Duty is amazing and it's so great and it's so hardcore," and I'm sitting there going, "Please shut up."
I have the page bookmarked. Even the creator of Call of Duty doesn't fully recognize people who play Call of Duty and nothing else as gamers.
Oh,
Like-
they've stated the creator. It'll probably be in the same thing, but he's publicly stated that COD is for casuals, and that
Oh,
was
yeah.
his words.
Yeah, I think we
And
basically see
personal-
the same thing.
Personally, I think that the distinction between casual and hardcore gamers is a bit of an absurd thing. harp on,
God,
but
this-
I have an agenda for doing so, considering I'm not a very good gamer.
It's not that I care about the hardcore
That or-
absurd distinction. It's
guy-
the thing
this is a
that
very
it's the
serious
thing that I get
conversation we're
annoyed
having
at.
right now.
The
Oh,
thing that I
yeah.
get annoyed about is the kind of people who like play just Call of Duty and then call themselves hardcore. It's like, not only are they just saying something that's stupid in general, like I don't fall behind the whole hardcore gamers thing. Game as much as you want, do what's fun. I don't care what else you do. But it's that kind of thing of like, yeah, no, I'm so hardcore. I play this game that comes out every year. Like, okay, sure, I care.
It's like
It's
I
like
have
the
this
people who
many
play
kills.
Pokemon
That makes sense.
every year and call themselves hardcore gamers. It's like, no.
Oh, I know that doesn't make me
When
hardcore.
did Pokemon?
I mean, the simple
Be
fact of the matter is,
how much can go into playing Pokemon if you're aiming to be competitive.
Yeah,
When did
well,
Pokemon become
does actually.
oh, I
have a
agree,
very
but
strong
that's not who I am. I just play
Yeah,
Pokemon because I want to form an attachment with my team.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
then again, if you're going to use that argument, you could say the exact same thing about training to be like one of the best squads in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It takes strategy, it takes teamwork, it takes a lot of time.
Well, it's
But
the
if
thing
you're
I
only
don't think
playing
anyone really needs to be
one
saying
game-
I'm a hardcore gamer. Just how much do you game is really just personal preference, and you don't really need to care. But there is something to be annoyed with, like the people who just play, like the most annoying thing is the people who just play, like pocket games and phone games, and then like say like I'm a gamer, yeah.
No.
You're
Playing
not.
Candy Crush
For
does
me-
not make you a gamer, it makes you a twat.
Yeah.
To answer your
Personally, we're-
question, Creo, yes, I have met Ratbag. In fact, Ratbag is right here in the hierarchy.
Ratbag is the best.
Ratbag-
Personally, where gaming is concerned, I consider myself a serial player too. I
Ratbag, one of your
am not
Ratbag
actually
on your
very
side
good.
or something, or
Ratbag is your story orc accomplice.
He's like the only orc with an actual personality.
Well,
Just want to say, in the time it took during that conversation, Spud took on about 20 orcs, summoned, basically got an army of slaves to act like Pikmin. And
well, that wasn't really my prerogative
it-
there. They just joined in.
yeah, they did, but it
Ah,
was
damn.
it was funny. And you scared one orc so bad he ran straight into a fire.
You also exploded one of head.
yeah.
Well, I'm
that's
sorry,
It's
did
an
you not
orc so
find the
hard,
conversation?
his head
I'm sorry, the
exploded.
conversation was important. We had to diss Assassin's Creed Unity.
We had to diss
Wait a minute.
Assassin's Creed, Call
Turned
of Duty,
into a
and
full
all of the
description.
people that turned into
It
it.
had to take on
speaking
all
of
the easy
Pokemon
targets
coming up,
of-
I am actually really excited because later, very soon, I will get to play the new Ruby and Sapphire remakes. Yeah.
Yep.
I have to wait till they come.
So much
I have to-
nostalgia.
I have to wait till they come
Well,
out with the
Nintendo makes
3DS.
it funny nowadays.
With
Hang on,
Pokemon.
just some clarity here. Is this gonna happen every time I laugh from now on?
What?
Yep,
The cracking?
have fun.
No,
Yeah,
it
pretty
doesn't
much.
happen every time.
Just for a while.
Just
Just until
mostly.
you get past the whole awkward voice changing phase.
Thank God, this is gonna suck.
Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
notice, we can laugh, our voices don't crack when it does it, except for rare few times.
Ah!
Because I sound like a twat.
Yes, you do.
That's what?
Then again, I always sound like a twat.
What?
Twat,
What's
twat, twat,
what's a
twat,
twat?
Twat.
Anyway,
Female
believe it's a
genitals, that's
fanny.
what a twat is.
I don't think anyone here was confused.
I was.
Alright, never mind.
He asked!
I thought
Ask
you just
and you
said.
shall receive.
I thought you just
Asshole.
saying twat differently.
We are saying twat
Yeah.
differently. It's the same word.
We're just saying it in our terrible American accents. aren't they?
It's too late.
What?
Like,
What?
We just say it twat.
twat.
Which is weird, because usually you guys have the longer A sounds.
No, we have the longer U sounds.
What?
Like armor.
Oh, I
with a
didn't
U,
want to. Ah.
And garage. And my personal favorite, aluminium.
Aluminum.
Aluminium technically is the more scientifically correct, given that the naming convention is to have everything end with IUM from now on. at least all new named elements. So that there I could actually see bases in the periodic table, but we're still gonna say fucking aluminum, you jackass.
Aluminium.
Because
To the
America.
drive thruff.
To the drive thruff. Hold on, just let me spell fish. G-I-G-H, what was it?
O-T-I.
O-T.
No,
T.I.
G-H-O-T-I.
You should go avenge someone who is obviously more shit than you.
Yeah, go the vendetta missions.
So everyone.
Some other
So
player
pops up.
died. Just
I'll be back shortly.
Some other player.
Oh, I'm
dies.
sorry. I'll give them a couple of minutes of a mourning period before I make fun of how shit they are.
well, to be fair, I have had the message come up that my death was avenged because I've been offed by a couple of orcs as well, but those orcs are dead.
Alright. Spud doesn't die. He's too
I
good
love
at
how you
everything.
said I've been off by 4 myself. Those aren't so dead.
But those are dead
It's
now.
the vendetta, the whole orc hierarchy thing is just so good.
No, I've heard really good things. Like, I thought, like, this system would turn out bad. I honestly was not expecting this game to be as good as it is, and it's actually
And
a
it's
really
it's
good
purely
game.
because the whole orc captain thing is just so weirdly compelling.
I would kind of like to get the brand ability a bit earlier on because that unlocks a whole new game.
I haven't unlocked the brand thing, and I've already spent 10 hours just going after these captains. So
Yeah, but you need to get farther in the story before you can actually get the brand. But just
Mm,
well,
That's
I
just a lot of
spent a
things.
whole bunch of time doing the side quests so I could get the infinite rune
Avenge the
things.
death of Grandpa.
Go on, you gotta avenge the death of your grandpa.
Grandpa.
Grandpa, no!
Okay, let's avenge
I will
Grandpa.
avenge thee, grandfather,
You gotta
for
avenge
my
your
name
grandpa.
isn't grandson.
Oh well, that was easy. No, that's a different guy. Oh, there's a different captain. So there's 2 captains in this area. Great.
No, it's fine. You're great at everything, therefore you just instantly win.
I think this game has just caused a giant surge of comedic names just for the sake of the revenge system.
It's
Revenge!
there's just a
God
random
damn it, you're
captain
like
hanging around
26th
there.
dad of revenge today.
Oh, is that? There we go. Ooh.
Okay, so why do you have ghost powers?
Because I've been possessed by a wraith.
Also, you're dead.
Also,
Yeah,
I'm dead.
also you're supposed to be dead, but you're not.
Well, okay then. Wow, his weakness is
your
like
curse?
everything.
No, this guy's strengths are everything.
Oh.
The red
oops.
ones are your strengths. That
Those
means
are
you
not
don't.
necessarily mutually exclusive.
Vulnerable to stealth finishers.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
I could sneak up
nice.
across him across that open field.
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
Holly.
We believe in you.
Only
And
could
whenever
turn
there's a guy that's
invisible.
weak to, that's afraid of Karagors, there's never
It's
a
not.
Karagor nearby.
He's not actually invisible while he's in ghost form.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Did-
The bonus is also to stealth kill him, so
If he gets, there is like that stealth ability that you can get when you do a bunch of stealth side
oh
missions,
yeah, the rune. That's right.
where you can turn. You have a short period of time where you basically turn invisible, and you get infinite stealth kills for that duration.
Yeah, and I think I got that charged.
I am helping.
Ah crap! I accidentally activated the combat rune first. I'll have to wait for that to turn off. Ah well. No infinite finishers for a while. I'm avenging the death of Grandpa. Here we go.
You'll get Grandpa.
Oh yeah, I can see if I can just attract him and just catch him by surprise. I don't even have to waste the room. Come on over. Come on.
You know, maybe it's just me, but if you're not actually turning invisible, I don't feel like the character model should look like that.
Maybe not.
You know what I mean?
there's part of me that's wondering if anyone thought of the bright idea to name their character Revenge or something like that.
What?
I've seen someone
Avenge
called your
Revenge.
Poppy. I've seen someone called your Poppy Spike. So it's avenge the death of your Puppy Spike.
Oh my god.
I feel like I should make character. I feel like just so many great names to make fun of. You've avenged the death of freaking Smurfs. Have I ever told you guys the story of freaking Smurfs?
No.
Okay, so back when I was in middle school, I had a friend who played a lot of Halo, and his gamer tag was freaking Smurfs.
Oh my
Why?
god. Yes.
Because he
You've
loved
killed.
having freaking Smurfs pop up on people's kill feeds.
You've
Just
killed.
you've been killed
have
by
killed
freaking
freaking
Smurfs.
Smurfs.
You've killed freaking Smurfs. Freaking Smurfs. And I don't know why, but it was just so great because freaking Smurfs. and when he's playing Call of Duty, he'd always do blue armor, everything blue. Just a little bit of white helmet, if he could do that. I can't remember
Yes.
exactly the customization on Halo, but there was probably something he could do. He would make his characters look as Smurf-like as possible.
That is beautiful.
Oh yes.
And thus freaking Smurfs. And I'm pretty sure he did it as his Steam name too, played some TF2 doing that.
Freaking Smurfs.
You've been dominated by freaking Smurfs.
I remember playing on a TF2 one where there was a tag, the sort of a duo of you and me,
Finishing each of you off.
and they were on opposite teams, so every now and then it would just pop up in the kill feed that you killed me.
I would just name myself Implying I, so Implying I killed da-da-da.
You should just stab him in the kidneys. I'm pretty sure that's everyone's weakness.
Well, yeah.
Getting stabbed in the
Is
kidneys.
he combat master? Nope. So yeah.
I know the Grumps did, they did a Pokemon run where they called themselves I Never.
Oh yeah, that was Game Grumps.
I like the fuck I run they did at the very first time.
Fuck I.
Fuck, I found a Pokeball. Fuck, I won a battle. Fuck, I lost a
Fuck,
battle.
I said
fuck,
out
I
Charmander.
fainted. Fuck, I...
Fuck! You
Fuck,
must be
I-
the new kid.
Fuck, I...
Did you kill him with mystical fire?
Yep.
I'm okay with this.
I kind of cheesed that a bit. I'm ashamed.
Cheesing is a good strategy.
What was I gonna say? Maybe it's just because I'm a magic nerd, but definitely the orc names are making me think of the orcs from the most recent set.
Speaking of magic, Dan, are we ever gonna get started on that podcast?
I was actually gonna talk to you about that later this
You're
week.
doing a podcast.
We were planning on it. What were we gonna call it again?
On which note, I feel inclined to ask you two if, provided either of you read them, but your thoughts on the two intermission comics I did this week.
Oh,
Intermission.
right!
I
moment.
have not read them. Could you link them in the Skype chat?
Yes, just give me a moment.
Try to get it right.
The one of them you've already seen, but I don't know if you remember it or not. But
I've
Well,
seen the
link
Garrett
them.
one.
Link
Yeah.
them, my friend. Link them. Link them, or I shall slay you.
look, I'm getting it. I'm getting him.
Not fast enough. Not fast enough. I'm going to have to kill you. Okay. I'll die.
Okay.
That's how it's gonna go. That's how this works. You got the. Meanwhile, at a multiverse away, a lone planeswalker attempts to recruit a team to defeat Eldrazi Scourge once and for all. Hey Chandra, want to help me save the multiverse by fighting some evil titans on fire and making them explode? Would I? Hey Johnny, want to join the team to stop some evil titans from eating the multiverse? Can you promise none of us are going to die? No, but I can promise that if we don't stop them, we will all probably die. Fair enough. I'm from Zendikar, right? Want to help me stop the Eldrazi from eating the multiverse? Well, I guess you can tag along, even if you're not a Merfolk. Hey,
I do
Vampire
like
Man.
sassy Kiora.
Hey, Vampire Man, you helped stop the Eldrazi once, right? Want to help me kill them? Last time I tried to stop them, someone stabbed me in the back. What if I promise not to stab you in the back? I'll think about it. Elf woman, you're from Zendikar, right? Right? Want to help me kill some Eldrazi? You realize she's the one who tried to stab me in the back, right? It's true, I did try to stab him in the back. What if she promised not to stab you in the back? I'm not sure that's a promise I can make. Urge to kill rising. I hear you're planning to kill the Eldrazi Titans. I shall now join you so that I may write about it. Only if you promise you won't die after we grow attached to you. But Johnny, I already told you there are no promises about people not dying on this team. ... And so did Gideon Jura's mighty band of planeswalkers begin their quest to kill the Eldrazi before they eat the multiverse. Beautiful.
Fair enough.
Meanwhile, a
funny about
multiverse
Gideon.
away, Garrett tries a new method of hunting Playwalk. Free Black Lotus. These are actually pretty great, Space Jaw. They're really funny.
What
I love
what
that.
are you reading there?
Space Jawa's
Jawa's
comic.
Oh.
I love the Soren and Nissa joke, and I love the only if you promise you won't die after we grow attached to you.
I'm not sure I'm smart enough for this.
Johnny, I already told you there are no promises about people not dying on this team.
It's
Johnny.
It's based on some characters from Magic the Gathering and story tropes.
Alright,
there's-
okay.
There's a certain bit to which like a Johnny is very much that I won't let anyone else die kind of character, and so
Because his brother died and he was very sad about
His
it. And then his
brother
best
died.
friend died and he was very sad about it.
and then some other people died and he was very sad about it, and then Elspeth died and he was very sad about it.
I've noticed the people that die, that tends to happen when he goes multicolored.
Yep.
He needs to stop dying.
I see, alright.
Stop
I
dying
gotta
around to
comes
Johnny.
a lot
But anyway,
funnier when you
that's-
read it out like that.
But that's why it's just like, well, yeah, no, you gotta do the right voices. Like, let's see, I could do it even better this time. Hey, Chandra, want to help me save the multiverse by fighting some evil titans on, lighting some evil titans on fire and making them explode? Would I?
I'm
Hey,
sorry,
John,
that
want to join me? What?
the would I always makes me think of this is because I'm a stupid Homestuck fan.
Oh,
Someone took a joke from Chowder and put Homestuck
God,
characters to it, and it's
Oh, God.
it's Terezi.
oh god,
So
that.
yeah, it's Terezi doing this, awful grating voice of "Would I?"
And you
Ugh.
none of us are going to die. No,
Nope.
but I can promise that if we don't stop them, we will all probably die anywhere. Fair enough. You're from Zendikar, right? Want to help me stop the Eldrazi from eating the multiverse? Well, I guess you can tag along, even if you're not a
Open
Merfolk.
the cage!
Hey, Vampire Man, you helped stop the Eldrazi, right? Once, right? Want to help me kill him? Last time I tried to stop them, someone stabbed me in the back. What if I promise not to stab you in the back? I'll think about it.
I'm
Elf
sorry.
woman.
What
Oh,
do you
that
have
was
to do
fast.
for this guy?
Elf woman, you are from Zendikar, right? You want to kill me? Want to help me kill some Eldrazi? You realize she's the one who tried to stab me in the back, right?
You!
It's true. I did try to stab him in the back. What if she promised not to stab you in the back? I'm not sure that's a promise I can make. Urge to kill, rising. I hear that you're planning to kill the Eldrazi Titans. I cannot join with you so that I might write about it. Only if you promise you won't die after we grow attached to you. Johnny, I already told you there are no promises about people not dying on this team. ... And so did Gideon Jura's mighty band of planeswalkers begin their quest to kill the Eldrazi before they eat the multiverse.
I'm sorry. I was too focused on the fact that Spud is now fighting an orc who is apparently like Urshel. I don't fucking know his name. The Rhymer. Because that's a
Ushkol-
badass.
Ushkol the
He's
Rhymer.
great. You don't diss the rhyming orcs, man. They're great.
I'm
Does
sorry.
he rap
it's
or
just-
write poetry?
It's just and the fact that his dialogue has yet to be in rhyme also makes me laugh.
Well, I sent him a death threat, so it hasn't rhymed in weeks.
Oh my god! And it's just like the other thing about it is like all the other orcs have names like Helm Smasher and like violent things. It's just Ushgul the Rhymer.
It shouldn't have been a fight. It should have been some epic rap showdown.
Italian's really not the character
yo,
for that.
yo.
Italian is really just as a character not up for that.
They call me Uruk the Rhymer because my rhymes are
Ooh.
so hot.
Epic. He finally dropped an epic rune. Finally.
Epic rune. That wasn't epic enough, was it? I'm sorry. I
It was
failed
epic.
you all.
It was just epic enough.
Look at all of that dead people.
Look at all of those dead people.
I'm about to make some more.
No. It's look at all of that dead people.
Look at all of that dead.
Oh, let's see. I should probably do something forward-like. Let's see.
Let's see. Hello there.
How about...
Feel like you should go on in there and kill some orcs. Just kind of drop on in, slit their throats. Watch as the life slowly slaps out of them.
Slaps out of them?
Slaps out of them. Slap the life out.
Slips out of them.
I
said
hate
slips.
that voice. I hate that voice. It just.
And
It's a
slowly-
very good
slowly
voice. You
their
do it
lives
very
die.
well, but fuck
They
that
lose
voice.
all hope. You can
Listen,
watch the fear in
Just
their
combat
eyes
that voice with your
Growing.
Harley Quinn voice.
growing so great.
Fuck no.
Okay.
Their fear so
maybe
intense.
you're done.
Maybe I'm not.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm done.
Gotta get away.
Got to get away. Got to get away. Got to. I can't wait till they get to where I'm using that voice in Rise of the Rune Lords. It's going to be so fun.
Creepy
That's
If
people.
only there was a campaign where he had originated from going.
Ah,
Oh, yeah, maybe
I
someday.
miss my
dude.
broken alicorn.
if only there wasn't some homeless turd that screwed things up.
Hey now.
That.
Yes, if only.
don't
Do you
think that
know
was
where
the
one
issue.
might live?
In Portland somewhere.
Actually, there were multiple reasons. One, there was a certain player I regretted letting in. Two, there was there was the problems getting you into the calls because, things happened.
That was fun.
I am
And
so
then
glad
there
I'm in
was-
stable housing now.
And then there was also just the fact that I had a fucking shitty job and didn't feel up to running anything.
Well, that's completely understandable.
But
Seriously,
all of that has changed.
yeah.
All of that's changed, and technically I could have gone back to running that campaign, but honestly there's an element to which, when you have story ideas, it's really hard to go back to them after dropping them for a long time.
I know
yeah.
what you mean on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I had this nice book, and I was like, hey, I want to use this book. So I used the book. And then I made modifications
was
to the book,
awesome.
because I was like, it'll be more fun if I throw this shit in there.
And it is still awesome.
Okay, hold. These are war chiefs, right? These are orcs who beat down and subsequently took control over other orcs,
Yep.
correct?
Yep.
I'm about to take one on.
Latbag the beggar?
Lapbag the beggar.
Well, you
I
don't
actually-
choose your nickname.
I actually kind of like games where you can play as a beggar. And not an annoying type, but like just
You mean like Dark Souls?
Rise to power.
In Dark Souls, you can play the one class, which is basically, I think it's the Deprived or something. Basically, you're just worse than any other character type. You get no good starting items. All your starting skills and attributes are awful. You just suck. It's just hard mode on a game that's already known for being brutally hard.
that's hilarious.
Super hard mode.
It's also like the lowest levels. So if you're technically going for a really specific build, you can start with that. And...
Technically, yeah.
I mean,
It's
if
the
you're
hardest
this
to
kind of
start
person
out.
that likes to optimize Dark Souls, which is like,
I've never played Dark Souls, but the one thing I've always kind of wanted to see and or do in Dark Souls is make a character, like go through the game, make a character that's really, really, really tough, but but doesn't use any kind of weapon except their fists.
oh
Just
yeah,
for the
fist characters.
I've actually seen videos of that, where someone had obnoxious amounts of health and armor, and they just stood there punching the guy while he took almost no damage.
I think one of my favorite builds in Dark Souls is Giant Dad. Has anyone ever heard of that one?
Nope.
No.
Giant Dad is just an invasion build designed to really easily fuck people up, and you wear this one mask in the game that looks really weird.
Explosions and combat finishers, fantastic.
I've seen the Dudley build where they've made I don't know where he's from, but he's a boxer and his name's Dudley.
Oh, Dudley, yeah, Dudley, he's Street Fighter.
Yeah, there's someone's made one of him. That was pretty funny.
But what I was going to say was the reason I wanted to make a character like that is not for actually going through the game myself, but for those moments when people like summon summon an ally from across
You just
dimensions.
turn up.
You just turn up and you're just there with fists. And it's
I
just
saw
this
this one
moment
where
of, what?
a guy was invading, and what he did is he used this one spell that made him look like a barrel. He just followed the guy around as a barrel, and the guy was like a total noob, so he didn't really realize what was going on. And he like kept looking at the barrel, like, what? Why is there still with the barrel? And then eventually he like attacked the barrel. The guy just hit him once, and then went back to pretending to be a barrel. It's like, don't fuck with the barrel, man. I'm just here to barrel.
Oh god, there was one video I saw where someone invaded, and all they saw was just this one guy standing on an elevator or lift, and so he just ran at him, and as the door shut, two barrels ran onto the lift and turned into people, and then they trapped him in the corner. And they trapped him in the corner, and they didn't use any weapons or anything. They basically spent the entire, until that guy disconnected, pelvic thrusting him into the corner and using like the spell that knocks you back. And that was it. For like a good hour, that guy could not move. He was just trapped in the corner of a lift, being pelvic thrusted by 3 different people.
That was an interesting time to join the call.
Welcome, Lycanus.
Yeah, I have not played much Dark Souls, though. I've watched a lot of fun videos of it, but I have not played any of it.
Well, I'm out.
Out of what?
Oh, out of here because I just killed the war chief.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
I saw
Nice.
that as Southern Lickin' Pass, and I'm like, what?
Southern Dragoon.
Welcome. I've got to.
So you gotta kill how many more orcs?
I think it's
Lots.
four war chiefs total. Might as well
He's
do the
gonna have
rat
to
bag
kill a
one at
lot
this
more
point.
eventually. The rat bag one.
Yeah.
Rat bag is great.
Are you
my
trying to make
favorite.
rat bag a war chief?
Yeah.
Mog the other twin.
Yeah. There was.
Who would have thought?
Mog the twin and Mog the other and the
Yeah.
other twin.
That was the last rat bag captain I had to take out for him because he's freaking wuss.
So
He's a great character.
Best lackey.
You know, as lackeys go, really is up there.
would you be so kind as to explain what exactly is going on? Because I don't actually understand.
Oh, our family was murdered
In front of us.
in front of us
As a blood
as the
sacrifice.
Black Hand was performing this ritual to summon the wraith of the elf lord who forged the rings of power.
The Ringmaker.
Yeah. And so now we're stuck. Talion is stuck with him, and they both want to seek out the Black Hand so they can be unstuck and they can, move on from this mortal coil. But along the way, they might as well just take out Sauron's army, completely and utterly while they're there.
Just because.
Astounding body count.
Yeah. Because Sauron's building a power base for Lord of the Rings, and we might as well try and put a dent in that.
This is situated before The Hobbit in canon times.
Ah, okay.
Apparently.
I thought it was like in between, but...
Yeah, I thought it was supposed to be in between.
Entirely no. I think it is.
It makes more sense if it's between, because Sauron's presence wasn't as well known before The Hobbit.
I think it's...
Like, it wasn't as clear that he was returning.
Yeah.
What I meant was what was going on with the orcs. But thank you for the plot summary.
Oh.
The orcs are orcs within Sauron's army, and there's a power structure to them, and you're messing with it.
Oh, yeah. War chiefs at the top, and various levels of captains, all the way to the bottom.
So you have allies among these orc captains?
I have Ratbag, who's a story ally, and then supposedly later on I can brand orcs and make them sleeper agents.
Mm-hmm. And then you can get the sleeper agents promoted up so that they're loyal to you.
And then their minions will be loyal to you because they're loyal to your minion.
And
my
eventually
minion is my minion.
Eventually you can replace most of the power structure with people loyal to you.
Well, eventually you can replace all of the power structure with people loyal to you.
And does the game just kind of get boring at that point?
It does. It really does.
But at that point, haven't you just kind of mastered the game?
At that point, you've pretty much completed the game. Yeah.
Haven't you just? Is there anyone to kill anymore after that?
I'm pretty sure, at that point, you could have finished the story by now, but you took the time to replace his entire army.
That's
was that orc just punching a wall?
Yeah, that orc was really bored.
He's very confused and frustrated.
Alright, here's the stealth room.
He hasn't had any good grog in a while. He's very frustrated, so he's taking it out on the wall.
I love the voice acting in this game and the random commentary you hear from the orcs and the orc.
Oh yeah, there's a whole bunch of situational stuff there. It's just lovely. I think my favorite voice acting is the stuff for the captains when you clash with them.
Oh yeah. Depending on their personality, they'll either trash talk you, or they'll be afraid of you, or any number of other things.
Yeah, there's a number of events relating to captains, and
the best one is the one that doesn't actually he doesn't speak or anything. He just sort of laughs, sort of weirdly.
Ooh.
Have you met one of those yet?
I have not.
He doesn't actually talk or anything. He just goes.
Bye, Dark Falcon.
Oh boy.
And it's really sinister.
See a Dark Falcon?
Take it easy.
Welcome to your death.
Alright, let's take out the actual other war chief that I've been ignoring up until now. Let's see what Ratbag has to say.
What's up, Ratbag? How are you doing?
He's apparently this guy's bodyguard now.
You're just hanging out?
Oh boy.
No, that guy's hanging out.
So I'm guessing it didn't end well, Ratbag.
You just hanging out there, Ratbag?
Plenty well as it is. Oh, you bastards! We're not in war, Chief. These birds will feast on your guts.
Need my help again.
What kind of lackey would do all of the work himself?
I was hoping some of the work.
Nah. That would mean you'd have a combatant lackey. Not Ratbag.
It was not my fault. Twins. What are the odds of...
Just make sure you show him to take the place of the dead war chief.
But the war chief's not there.
I'm going to go kill him!
Good plan. I'll be right behind you.
That's my favourite line.
I'm going to go kill him.
I'm going. No, it's the delivery on that
It's
is.
the way he says it.
I'm going to go kill him. He's just so frustrated.
Just be ready to take the war chief's place, but he's like, man, I'm going to go kill him.
I'm going to go kill him.
It's like you don't get the message, Ratbag. You're such an idiot. I have to spell this out for you. Can't believe I have to spell that out for you.
Damn it, Ratbag.
It'll only be a matter of time before he leads us to the
It's okay,
I really
because
want to play
Ratbag
this game
becomes
at some
war chief
point.
after this.
How does that go for him?
Quite good, actually. He's sort of the war chief now, so people just instantly assume that he's a badass. Because he took down, like, both twins and the executioner.
Except you took down both twins in the execution.
Except, yeah, you took them down, but they don't know that. They think that Ratbag did it.
I love how the war chiefs also, when they arrive, there's a chant with their name in it.
It's like Dynasty Warriors. Lubu has entered the battlefield.
Alright, quick, what is your weaknesses? Crap.
Well, I bet it isn't fire.
The best war chief I've had is Douche. just for the chant. Literally just for the chant.
I was just about to say, the chant on that must be amazing.
Douche, douche, douche.
Douche.
Stop making fun of me!
No words.
Oh right, they're berserkers. I should have caught on to that much sooner.
What does that mean?
It means that they counter your
You can't
attacks.
hit them. You have to stun them before you hit them, otherwise they'll just headbutt you and completely kill your hit counter.
And, you know, punch you in the face.
And do a bit of damage, yeah.
And these war chief fights seem pretty tough.
Yeah, it takes some practice. Fortunately, I'm a Arkham veteran, so
Yeah, I've played a lot of Arkham Asylum. I tried playing some Arkham City, but it doesn't run on my computer. I don't have the right specs.
I keep feeling like Tark is some sort of bad, like, insult.
I think it is.
I think it's just a general, from what I've seen, it's just like a general term for lower life form. It's basically the Orcs version of scum, I think.
You can't use that word. Only we can use that word.
Ranger, we did it!
I'll honor our arrangement.
Don't you worry. War Chief Ratbag will make sure nobody gets in the way of your dirty schemes. But Ratbag can't speak for the other war chiefs.
I wouldn't worry about them.
Could I borrow your... I need a sharper blade.
I wouldn't worry about them. I've kind of murdered them all.
I've murdered like 2 others.
Good old war chief Ratbag.
So now I've got a war chief in the hierarchy. The great and powerful Ratbag.
I feel like there should be some trilled R's in there somewhere.
The gutter. I can't
The
do tricks.
great and powerful.
Great and powerful rat bag.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't roll R's like that.
I can't roll my R's.
Let's see. Do the other two have
The
bodyguards I
great
should
and
worry
powerful Trixie.
The great and powerful rat bag.
Screw you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go with a great and powerful fuck you. Just fuck you. Yeah, fuck you.
Just fuck you.
Ranger killer. If only I could.
You should kill Ratbag now.
Not yet.
He's still useful.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have to kill him at some point, right?
Yeah, he does get dealt with later on.
Like, I'm pretty sure power gets to his head.
Oh, impossible not to, really. Oh, hey, there's an army event nearby. Might as well take care of that before we get the next war chief. While we're here.
I love how casually you say,
Dealt
"Oh,
with.
look, an army."
Well, an army event, but
It's a duel.
Pretty brave facing me. Your death will be slow. That's blah blah blah. More smash, stab, kill.
The whole power structure looks a little empty right now.
it is very empty right now.
That's because it's full of corpses.
I have cleaned house a bit. None of them have any particular weaknesses.
Are you going to kill them both or decide the victor?
Well, one of them's going to die, and then, well, the other is also going to die. Let's just say that.
They're both going to die. One of them is just going to die a lot slower than the other. And it's most likely going to be the archer. Considering he just took
Because-
down the other guy's health in one go.
It definitely sounds like a good idea to get rid of Mugluck the Corruptor. Don't want him near Ratbag.
With corrupt ratbag.
No, you must kill him. He can't win.
Get him. The other one's won because he ran off.
But not for long.
Skadoosh! Decapitation.
Where's the other one?
He's at full health.
Because he just got promoted.
Oh no, video game logic is working against us. Promotions in the field.
And into the fire.
Oh, he's not having a bad day. Not having a good day, rather.
Damn it.
Like, oh my god, I just got promoted. Now this guy's gonna fucking kill me, damn it.
Enjoy your promotion while it lasts.
This is the best, worst day of my life ever.
Some of these takedowns.
Yeah, the flurry kills are nuts.
You just explode their heads.
Yeah, that's a very specific upgrade.
That's my favorite one, to be honest.
You know what my favorite
Just the
kind of
fact
facts are? The
Hmm?
facts that are obvious but don't sound like they're obvious until you think about it for like 0.5 seconds. Like, everyone dies within 6 months of their birthday.
That's just kind of dumb.
Obvious fact.
Ah, crap.
One whole ranger against all of us.
Oh,
Go on,
jeez.
you lot.
I've just been...
Oh, there's another captain.
Oh god.
You can, you can literally rack up a fight so large that all of the captains will bring in.
It is possible.
It's just a
Like,
straight
you
up
can get-
brawl.
You can literally get every single captain in the game in one fight if you let it go long enough.
That sounds both hilarious and stupid.
It is, considering most of the captains are like archers. And they're dicks.
Not gonna lie, I like imagining a whole bunch of orcs fighting, coming in to fight this one supposedly really tough dude, and then it's like somebody in the crowd goes like, wait, and then like the fighting stops.
Wait, did you just one-shot kill that guy?
I guess he was weak to combat finishers.
Oh.
Anyway,
Probably wasn't a good idea ambushing me then, but okay.
Anyway, somebody
I
goes,
guess-
wait, stop, and like, one last orc
Everybody
punches
stops.
another orc. And then it's just like it pans over the whole battlefield, and there's not a single human or whatever in sight. It's just orcs
Yeah.
hitting each other.
Talk to y'all later.
See you later, Eli.
Later.
See ya.
He had just walked off like ages ago during the chaos.
Yeah.
That's
This-
pretty funny.
One long, never-ending battle, kind of like the ending of The One. Jet Li on the prison planet, standing on top of a ziggurat, and there's this tide of prisoners rushing up the steps.
Yeah.
I just picked up
Which
like a whole bunch of new
believe-
runes.
Was parodied not in Kung Pao, but in the trailer for the fake sequel to Kung Pao.
Nice.
Kung
For
Pao
me,
was a brilliant
it was
film.
Tuesday.
God, I love it. It's because
Your
like if I
clothes are
remember
red.
if I remember right, the chosen one is standing at like the top of a hill, and you see a whole bunch of aliens rush down and then back up towards him, and it cuts back up to him, and he goes 1, 2, 3,
Bring death from above.
like he's counting them all.
Oh man, I gotta go back into the stronghold again.
It's almost like war chiefs like hanging out in strongholds.
Yeah, really.
Fortified defenses. What am I, an orc?
More importantly, alarm bells that summon infinite reinforcements.
I want alarm bells that summon infinite reinforcements.
Everybody does.
Oh boy,
Reminds me
chance
of
to
our
max up my
/
kill
fifth
streak.
world problems. I got
Oh,
infinite.
God.
I got unlimited breadsticks at Olive Garden, and now my universe is 50% breadsticks. Please help.
I remember that being a glitch in Fable 1, where you could just go into the guild hall, steal something, and then just send infinite guards at you, and they were ridiculously easy to kill. So you just
Hey,
max up just all your orb things. It was great.
It's kind of like the first Assassin's Creed with they've just sent endless amounts of guards at you that could be one-shot killed with the counter button.
Well, that was actually really annoying. Assassin's Creed 1, honestly. That was a pain. And it was also
don't know,
kind
I-
of just harrowing.
I kind of ended up doing that. I had like one hand, I had the controller in my hand with one hand, with my hand on the counter button, and in the other hand I had a peanut butter sandwich. And I was just sitting there eating my sandwich, hitting the counter button every time. Taking on an entire army, one-handed while eating a sandwich.
I once raised enough I once raised enough gold to fund an army to stop an unending evil by running left for 2 hours. Fable 3.
Fable 3.
You can save the world by literally doing nothing.
Really?
Yeah,
You can-
it's
All you have to do is invest in a bunch of shops until you get so much money that you literally cannot do anything with it. And then you just stand still.
Smarty. I didn't just buy shops. I bought everything.
Oh, I did as well. I ended up just buying the entire fucking
Verbal stealth and
world.
ranged. You guys
And then I
never have
stood there.
anything fun.
This is the fun police.
But yeah, the end game of Fable 3 is kind of really stupid.
It is. It's kind of a crap out ending, to be honest.
Hey, it wasn't as bad as the ending of Fable 2.
Aren't all Fables past Fable 1 just kind of bad, though?
Isn't Fable
Not as
1
bad
bad?
as
Fable 1 is
Not as-
also bad, but it's less bad than the other two.
For what you've told me, Fable 2 is terrible because the NPC kills the final boss. Like, you don't even get a choice. The NPC will just come down and murder the final boss.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Oh no, you can kill him. The final boss is killable with every weapon in the game, including the toy sword. But if you take too long, if you listen to the
If you
end
listen to his
boss
monologue,
the other guy just gets bored and shoots him.
yep, that's how it happened in my ending.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
I know, right?
No,
I wanted
I'm
to listen to what he had
talking
to
about
say.
something else.
What's for Pete's sake?
Ooh,
I
epic
got an epic rune. All damage up by 50%. All of it.
Damn,
Another good thing.
That sounds pretty cool.
I'll take that.
Like, I got enough. I can just do all epic runes on this. But I don't like that one.
Maybe you should stop, being so picky.
But
It's his game. He can be picky if he wants to.
Nah.
I should probably take out the last war chief just to.
Make sure the whole power structure. How much of the power structure is even left in place at this point?
Well, I mean, no matter what, new captains come up at the bottom
I
rungs
know.
all the time.
You will
But-
never run out of things to kill.
Yeah.
Yes, but you will eventually run out of non-loyal enemies if you brand everything.
Yeah. If you just
You can
manage.
still kill your branded allies.
But they won't attack you.
No.
Well, that just makes killing them easy then.
It kind of takes the fun out of it if you can literally just walk up to them and slit their throat and they won't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that kind of end game anyways? Like once you've branded everyone, it's like, okay, I win now.
Honestly,
Once you've
I
branded
want to
war
build up to
chiefs.
that point.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Once you've branded all the war chiefs, it just becomes a, alright, you come over here and kill this guy.
Yeah, that's not gonna lie. That's basically how I think of Pokemon games. It's all right. Is everybody at their final evolved form? Okay, good. Now I'm just gonna take these 6 guys and kill everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
It does. The end game of Shadow of Mordor literally becomes Pokemon. You get your 4, except you have a team of 4
Did you
instead
just
of
use
6.
literally when you meant figuratively? I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I will use
You don't do
Maybe
that.
I should
Fucking
literally.
kill
Well,
you.
maybe I just
Like-
literally don't care.
Well, that's an appropriate use of literally.
Maybe I figuratively don't care.
I literally could care less.
Well, now you're just using now you're just using a phrase that really is like I actually don't really care about the
Figuratively
whole.
don't care.
I don't really care too much about the literally thing when meanings change. But I could care less is literally just the dumbest expression. Like it's so dumb.
What if I could legitimately care less?
Which it means that there is an amount to which you care about it because you could care less. Yet people use it like.
yeah, but he's saying, what if
I'm
that
at
is a
the
valid
limit of
statement?
mine. If it's a valid statement, sure, but it seems.
Oh
to
yeah,
me
no,
like
I totally get where you're coming from.
I
People
could
should
care
know.
less should be something like I could care less. Like you're like okay, I'm fairly interested. Not I could care less, where it's like yeah, I don't give a shit. That doesn't make sense. It's like say what you mean, you dick.
English language not making sense? Never.
That was awesome.
Did you just eat that guy's soul?
No,
Yep.
just teleported to him and. Oh wait, I did drain the one guy. Yeah.
That shield doesn't look broken at all.
Oh, jeez. This is not a good one.
No,
This is-
no, he's fun. He just wants to hug you. You should just let him.
Well, he wants to use his shield to completely ruin my day, judging by all these strengths.
Oh yeah.
Wow. There is no alternative except to engage him in open combat.
You literally, that is your only choice. You literally have to face him one-on-one.
He looks really scared, guys.
He looks stoned more than anything.
He
It's like,
does
whoa,
look
guys.
No, he doesn't look stoned. He looks like he's on fucking drugs. Like, not like that kind of drug, but like hallucinogens. Like, man, I've seen some things. I
wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend
Pretty
seeing
sure that
things.
one of the people who went through the haunted house when I was doing it was on hallucinogenics when they went through. Yeah, that did not go well. They ended up on the floor having a panic attack. So I think we're gonna have to add, please don't take drugs before you enter to our list of
Sir, are you tripping balls?
Sir, there are no spiders in here. This is the murderer room, not the spider room. Spider room's down the hall.
And the spider room was legitimately down the hall from the murder room.
So there are no spiders in here. How do you know? We're outside.
This is
There are no
Australia,
spiders next-
Marty.
I know, but still.
Doesn't matter where you are, there are spiders everywhere.
There are spiders. This is why I don't want to go to Australia.
Yeah, you
Ever.
do.
I don't like spiders, and Australia has like 80% of the world's population of spiders.
Tell you what, come to Australia, box a kangaroo, and if you win, I'll give you $50.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
$50 Australian?
Yes? I know, I don't remember what the exchange rate is at the moment.
I don't think it's that much different, but I'll check.
Yeah.
I think the US dollar is still clinging to be slightly higher in value. Clinging to that. Clinging to that so hard.
They are finally worth more than the Canadian dollar again. That took a while though.
Oh, yay.
Okay.
I thought it was kind of convenient when our dollar was equal to the Canadian dollar. It's like, yay, convenience. Except Canada still got the short end of the stick because their prices were still higher during that period, so it's like, yay.
$1 Australian dollar is equal to about 50p.
Oh, okay. 50 Australian dollars is 43.8558 US dollars.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's lower than it was.
That's roughly 28 quid. Is it 40 or 50 Australian dollars?
50.
Better go kill the last guy.
Yeah, that's roughly about 28 quid.
I can't kill the last guy yet.
Why not?
I got paid more than that to go to college.
Because there's no mission that allows me to draw him out.
You got paid to go to college?
I got paid to go to... I turned up to college, got a piece of paper signed that said I turned in, and at the end of the week I got 30 quid.
Oh, right, the last guy is your guy.
Yeah.
For now. He won't be for long.
Alright, $1 Australian dollar is 0.5586 of a British pound.
Yeah, it's about 50p.
What is the dollar to dollar exchange rate on US and Australian?
It's an Aussie dollar is about 4/5 of a US dollar.
Okay.
I was gonna say 8/10. I was gonna say 8/10, but I'm like, I can make that smaller.
What's the Canadian rate now?
That's a good question. Do you mean Australian to Canadian?
No, Canadian to US.
$1 US dollar is equal to 1.1288 Canadian.
Raceburn.
Yeah,
okay, so also Canadian is also about 4/5
obnoxiously
of a
powerful
US
when
dollar.
used together.
Yep. Now. Hooray! The US dollar is
powerful together. Because you can burn everyone and then instantly do it, and it pretty much one-shots everyone around
The US
you.
dollar is what?
It's 0.6 pounds.
Pounds are OP, please nerf.
Pounds are indeed OP. That's because we're the superior country.
So, I'm a little curious. What's the current exchange rate for US dollars to rubles?
To rubles? Ooh,
To
that's a good one.
Rupees.
Rubles.
To rubles, to the Russian ruble, $1 is 47.19 rubles.
Damn.
For the rupee, $1 is 99.54.
Link be rich, yo.
What's
No,
the
no.
Australian one? Because I might just stop buying all my shit from Russia.
Okay, we'll do Australia. I'm just on like something that's doing it right now.
Google currency
Yeah.
converter.
Pretty much. Okay, so $1 Australian is equal to 41 rubles.
Aw.
Hold on.
Forgive
The Australian dollar is
Our heart is with our people.
more than the New Zealand dollar
Slaves you helped us free know where the
by
Dark Lord's
10
monument
cents.
is most vulnerable. We will strike there.
Still more than the New Zealand dollar.
We'll need
Fuck
to
the New
steal a
Zealand
cart of grog
dollars.
from the Uruk.
They're the
Point
worst.
the trigger for the blasting
Alright.
powder.
Australian dollar to Japanese yen.
No one buys stuff from Japan though.
Everybody buys stuff in Japan.
Are you
Someone buys
kidding me?
things from Japan.
There are people around the world who are just. There are people in the U.S. and I'm pretty sure there are some in Australia too who are just obsessed with Japan.
No one likes Japan. They don't do anything worth
Fucking
talking about.
weeaboos. Weeaboo, kawaii, desu, garbage.
Weeaboos.
The ghouls
Neat.
have turned
La-
on the Uruks.
the-
Lapis is the
Nature's
Max
darkness
closet
cannot
weeaboo.
be tamed.
No, I'm not.
Lapis.
Like, I
The
barely
god.
even watch anime. You
That's
watch
what
more
a
anime than I do.
weeaboo would say.
Be ready. Where there's grog, there's a
It's just
Okay.
a
I can't
straight up
judge
weeaboo.
weeaboos anymore. I watch a show with colorful ponies in it.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
No. Well, here's the thing. It's the level of obsession with being a part of another culture that they're not a part of, and there's stuff to it. Yeah. It's
Like, there's
not the
the
fact that they
difference
like
between-
Japanese stuff. There's a difference between liking Japanese stuff and being so engrossed in it that it's an obsession and a very unhealthy one.
Yeah, once you start basically adopting their language into your broken parts of that language into your own to make a new creepy mess, that's when you have a problem.
Oh, that reminds me of the Russia Today article about the Russian
has
citizen
a
who was
nice
super
outfit.
obsessed with the United States, even going to the point of like making up a cosplay as him as an American. We're going to
How exactly do you cosplay as an American?
You get a
like-
fat
Because there are so many
Okay.
of them.
He's got like all these American flags and pictures of U.S. presidents, and it's really funny.
Who is this?
Oh yeah, actually,
Some guy from where does this?
From Russia.
Russia.
it's
A
not.
Russian guy who's obsessed with America.
Here's the thing, it's not some Russian guy, like, that is a subculture. They have American parties. They're awful, but they have them.
The Russian, like Putin,
Trio.
left
Trio.
left the G20 early, which I thought was interesting.
Yes, he cited need to catch up on some sleep.
Then why didn't he just stay?
Because it's a bit of a faux pas.
And the fact that, you know,
faux
Obama
pas was
basically
leaving
verbally bitch slapped our prime minister on television, which was fantastic.
Oh, see ya, Creo.
Wait, what?
Oh,
It's gonna be a faux
basically,
pas no matter what.
basically Obama went to Abbott. Global warming is a real global warming, climate change, and all that kind of stuff is a real fucking thing. Get your head out of the sand. Also, young people, stop voting in fuckwits. Was basically the gist of his speech.
I feel like you might be paraphrasing a bit.
A little bit.
Let's move.
But that was the general gist of it. And it was hilarious.
Yeah. Obama, to me, strikes me as a guy who had some ideas that could have been great, and he compromised way too much, and then he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna have to deal with this shit. There's times when I'm like, I feel sorry for you, Obama. Like, I feel sorry for anyone who tries to get shit done in any democratic system because shit doesn't get done. But there's also elements to which I'm like, you sacrificed way too many of any ideals I thought you may have had to get to where you are now for me to actually still respect you.
What are those?
What?
So ghouls.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the way they pose when they fall is kind of ridiculous.
What?
It is great. The way they just ragdoll.
But like, since the models have such huge limbs, it looks really bizarre to me. Also, on that vein of currency conversion thing I was talking about earlier, surprisingly enough, the US dollar is worth only 6 Chinese yuan. Shit,
Probably
son,
because we do so
spiders!
much trade with China that their currency got... Well, China does a lot of trade with the rest of the world, so China's currency has been steadily rising in value.
Mm-hmm.
Like...
But I mean, I find that funny because it's, you know, in comparison to the yen, where, you know, it's not like the yen is worthless, but it's only I'm sorry, it's late. I don't know exactly what I was about to say, but I know it was stupid.
I don't know.
Yeah, but to me it feels more like a lot like Japanese yen function like their change in Japan. Like it feels like
It's
their
like the
currency is
$1
very much meant to be very small.
Yeah, 100 yen is very roughly equivalent to $1. Like, it fluctuates,
current-
obviously. but-
Currently, the US
Yeah.
dollar is equal to 115 yen.
Yeah, it stays
Yeah.
around that level. So 1 penny, 1
Yeah.
yen, very, very roughly.
So yeah, that's why I think I don't think it's really that Japan's currency is so undervalued. It's just that they don't have a tier up from yen. They do yen.
There's no distinction between cents and dollars. It's just
Yeah.
yen. It's all yen.
Yen, and you know it's fine. Makes sense.
Goodness.
Hey, very interesting conversation.
Yep.
Sure, interesting. That's the word we'll use.
That. Not boring. Or
I thought it
definitely
was
not
interesting.
Well, I'm providing a whole bunch of murder to make things interesting. So.
Yep.
We're talking about
balancing it
serious
out.
social and economic stuff while
And
you're
Spud's
murdering.
murdering orcs.
Welcome to most Let's Plays, to be
Honestly.
honest.
Yeah. Well, at least this is a stream and not like some kind of, you know, not one of my more structured things, honestly.
Can you
I
kill
don't
those
think you'd
spiders
allow
running?
Yeah, you can
Yes.
kill the spiders.
any of your extra stuff.
And the rats.
Like,
Huh. Neat.
And the birds.
Sorry, what
and
was
your
that?
companion. Stab him in the back.
And the rat bag.
Kill the rat.
Kill the lab.
Kill.
And a beehive?
And
Yep,
the
the
beehive.
beehives make decent distractions. They terrorize guards.
The beehive spawn killer bees.
Yep.
Bees.
Bees.
Not the bees.
Yes, the bees. All the bees.
What are those ghouls? Like, what are they?
They're ghouls.
GHU with a.
GHU with
Yeah,
a
what
thing.
are they? Are they undead or are they just really deformed humanoids? Or just like, what are they?
They're kind of like Gollum, except dumb.
They are baby orcs.
No?
No, I don't know. I'm just saying things.
I just haven't got a clue.
Ah,
It probably tells you in the game, but I haven't looked at it, and nobody I've seen play it has looked at it.
okay. Oh wow, there is no word on origin or what exactly they are in the appendix.
They are just a species.
They're just a thing, okay.
It's just the thing that exists.
Just like orcs, I guess. Though, weren't orcs like elves originally? Something like that.
Yes. Yes, and
that's Orakai, I believe.
that's okay.
Let's clear the ridge so they may pass.
Orcs were just kind of there.
Orcs were kind of talking, being like, "Yeah, I need some people, some race that's just purely unambiguously evil. Let's go with orcs."
Outpost will be the largest.
Orcs was always a good choice.
It's too quiet. Something is amiss.
And since then, orcs have been the staple, unambiguously evil, brutal race of fantasy.
Need an evil race? Pick an orc.
Or goblin. Goblins also
Or
show up a lot.
goblins.
Goblins tend not to be evil so much as
Mischievous
crazy.
and
Yes.
crazy. Goblins make
I made goblins sort of the techie race of my D&D setting. They make for great tinkerers and stuff.
My friend used gnomes for that, and I did too. Gnomes became tinkering techies that are just really funny.
Yeah, that's a tradition.
Well, Hagar's getting the shit kicked out of him.
The way I've always seen it is, at least my favorite interpretation is, gnomes are the tech race, but it's not that goblins can't do tech or aren't good at tech. It's just they vastly overcomplicate things.
I like to use the
See, in one
WoW
of the worlds I made a steampunk world, and I only stuck with the core races of elves, humans, dwarves, and gnomes. Those were all I had in my world. Elves were the more in tune with nature. I went really stereotypical on that. Dwarves were the really sturdy, heavy steampunk vibe tech. They were the biggest source of that huge tech. Gnomes were the source of crazy tech that was bound to maybe explode in your face half the time, maybe work the other half, and maybe do something completely unexpected the other 3/4 of the time. Which is, yes, I realize that doesn't add up to 100, neither did the gnomes. Anyway, but the gnomes in my world had their city was their main country was the giant floating
Sorry,
island.
Can I interrupt for a second? I just had a thought.
Mhm.
The guy who voices Hirgon, the guy I've been doing all the work for
Mhm.
in this mission, I can't help but feel like he's the same guy who voices the sort of kingly character in Brutal Legend.
Let's find out.
To IMDb.
But anyway, the gnomes
That
in
is
my
Travis
setting.
Willingham, aka Roy Mustang from Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I thought it sounded
Hell
familiar.
yeah, Roy!
So is it the same guy or
From what?
Brutal
Sorry,
Legend?
what was Brutal
That played
Legend?
Lars.
Lars? Yeah.
No, I don't believe it was. Yeah, he wasn't in Brutal Legend.
All right. So
I do want to
anyway,
find out who that was, though.
The city of main country of the gnomes in my world was well, basically in their major city, which is as big as some counties and things. Some incident caused their continent to kind of be broken into pieces, and the remains of the city became this floating island that they put a bunch of tech on to pilot around. So nobody's ever entirely sure where the gnome city is at any given moment, because it just kind of flies around wherever they want it to be.
So, you're saying you can either know how fast it's going or where it is, but never both.
Yep. And also, another great thing about it is when I gave my players lore about it, it's the city's name was Mechalik, and it was the city because silly names for gnomes. It's kind of fun thing. Mechalik, the city of gnomes. They say they say at least half the city is destroyed and rebuilt at least twice a day.
Make a lick.
Alright, I've been meaning to go get this for a while, but I have some ice cream downstairs, so I'm gonna go grab it.
Ooh,
Yeah,
ice cream.
I wish I had some ice cream. Damn it. And
For some reason, despite this being a college town, nothing is open this late. Nothing. You'd think they'd...
Boy.
This is not gonna end well.
Now for the obligatory escort mission.
Fucking escort missions, god damn it.
Well, I've got the Caragors I released earlier start wrecking everything already.
I can see that. You didn't have control for longer than a good 10 seconds before that thing dove on you and started ripping the shit out of you.
I know. Escort missions are the worst in any game. I really hate them. It's like...
I think everyone can agree on that.
Escort missions are just a unanimous fuck this.
I mean, I know there's argument for varying up the challenges, and hey, it's a challenge, but I don't think I've ever met a single person who actually enjoys a friggin' escort session.
No.
Section. So it's like
escort sections
it's like,
are
why
fine.
does it need to be there?
Provided the person you're escorting isn't an idiot.
Yeah, it's usually the AI that's the core issue.
If your escort basically has commands, just any commands, and if they have like the two most important commands of stay and come, that's fine. It's still a shit mission, but it's a shit mission you can deal with. Because you can just tell them to stay, go ahead, murder everything, and then come back and tell them to follow you.
Yeah. It's the shitty ones where it's like, no, I'm just gonna go face plant to the nearest orc over and over and over again. Till I get bored.
Or the ones where you can't tell them to stop. They will just go and leave you behind if you don't keep up.
I can either get this rare item or let you die for the 15th rare item.
That's why you play with other people, because then they can look after the escort while you get this rare item.
That running ahead of you without waiting reminded me of a hilarious bug the old dwarf fortress used to have, where dwarves would run out to collect nice-looking socks during a battle.
That got my dwarves killed so many times. Because one of my dwarves decided, you know what, I really like that artifact mace and I'm going to keep it forever. And because it was an artifact, all the dwarves wanted it, so as soon as that dwarf kicked the bucket, the instant it dropped, all the dwarves ran out to get it. One picked it up, died, picked it up, died, picked it up, died.
Conga line of suiciding dwarves.
It was basically lemmings of, I want that mace.
I've sealed their doom. My people believe they have just claimed their freedom.
Dwarf Fortress is not an easy game. It does not pretend to be an easy game.
Then your men need their leader.
Been a while since I've played it. Have to sum up the courage and patience to sit down with it again.
Alright.
To these outcasts, it seems I am less of a monster in death than I was in life.
I've played Dwarf Fortress for like months now, and I still don't understand everything.
Return, and when they do, these men will die.
I missed this conversation. What don't you understand?
Just anything about Dwarf Fortress.
Oh.
I've played it for
Dwarf
like...
Fortresses.
I've played that thing for like months, and I still don't understand.
I
the
have never
majority
even
of it.
tried to understand Dwarf Fortress. I'm not even going to ever play it.
It's not everyone's cup of tea.
It
No.
really isn't.
Alright.
I downloaded it once and was like, oh.
I hate to cut things short, but it's getting pretty late, and I've just cleared past a major story mission, so I think now's a good time to Call it.
But I just got my ice cream.
Hey Spud, before you
It's
go,
just-
question,
it's great.
and it's not a Zenkan question, so you can't accuse me of plotting again.
Sure.
It's a Zenkan question.
It can be. No, just about to start a channel for the Equinity game. Got any suggestions?
Suggestions
Yeah.
for what, the channel?
Yes. Like channel setup, that type of thing. Because I have like
I don't know. There's not really a whole lot to it.
6 more minutes of editing to do, and then I just need to put in the theme song, the adult language warning, and the ending song, and then I've got the animatic 2, and first session done.
I drew those.
Nice.
Drew what?
The animatic and the logo and a bunch of other stuff.
Basically, I've been using Smutty as my art bot.
Oh, there was an animatic for your game?
There's an animatic.
There is now.
Can I see
It's,
it?
it's more of a sort of channel opening thing.
Oh wait,
No,
what happened to that
what I-
animatic you were working on, Lapis?
That, I got really busy and never finished it
Ah,
because of midterms and other stuff and school related.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, very well.
Life stuff.
There's this thing where in addition to trying to have fun, I am also a student.
Hell yeah.
I have this thing called real life that gets in the way of fun.
This
Yes.
thing called real life, and it gets in the way of me being a magical pony on the internet.
Yeah. On the internet, nobody knows you're a magical pony.
On the internet, nobody knows you're a magical pony.
Alright. For reals, though, it's getting late.
For realsies.
No.
And I believe I've shown off Shadow of Mordor to a satisfactory degree.
No,
Mm.
needs another about 3 or 4 hours.
It was fun to talk about things not related to the game.
Yeah.
While you played a game as usual.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really.
Also enjoying
Well, I
the
was-
ridiculously brutal
well, I took-
takedowns.
In the time
we-
in the time we discussed economy and politics, I took down about 8 or 9 war chiefs
Economy,
and
politics, and how Call of Duty is a piece of shit.
And how Assassin's Creed Unity was badly made. So we did actually talk about some game topics.
And Pokemon.
it just kind of spiraled out from there.
We
From-
briefly
It's-
touched on the game you were playing at certain points, and then
It's
quickly
just
changed to
like
things that weren't about the game.
it's just like the co-optional podcast. We sometimes talk about games.
Alright. Gonna
And
stop the
fu-
stream and call, guys. Good night.
Night.
Thanks for
Night.
streaming, Spud.
No problem.
And the number of times I've gotten confused when Colton has said something, and I was like, wait, that's no, it's not. Wait, no.